Lost souls. As a Hecate witch, this is something I feel is important to talk about. I don't think a lot of people have covered this topic on YouTube. What is a lost soul? How can we help lost souls if possible? Right, well, I'm here today just outside of Chillingham Castle, change of scenery, and I thought what better place to talk about it. So let's get into it. Now, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm Sarah, that divination witch. This channel is a safe space, meaning we can all have differences of opinion, we can share, we can ask questions, but we just don't tolerate crap. If you like that, hit subscribe. And if you would like to support me in the channel, all of my links are below. I'd be grateful if you could take a look. I do offer readings, I've got Patreon, I've got a shop, website, all that jazz. So yeah, thank you. Right, so where I'm standing here is the back side of Chillingham Castle, and today at time of recording is my birthday, and I decided for my birthday, why not come back? I went here earlier in the year. If you're not new to the channel, I did a ghost hunt, but the background story of this place to me is that it made me believe in the paranormal, in the supernatural, in the spiritual, in a way that nobody and nothing else ever did. It gave me, personally, evidence of that. Now, Chillingham Castle, if you don't know, is one of the most haunted castles in the UK. It's located in Northumberland, near the English-Scottish border, on the side of England, in Northumberland. Now, it's got a divisive history. It was used as a monastery, and then it was used as a fortification in the English army in the time of, I think it was King Edward, who stayed here at the castle, him and his army, when they were fighting William Wallace. So we're going back a time, Braveheart times. There were a lot of tragedies here, a lot of death here. The English tortured the Scottish, kept them prisoner in the woods, in the grounds where I am. There was a lot of death. People hung from trees and unspeakable things done to them. There are spirits at this castle that people know the names of, and some that people don't know the names of. There are a lot of lost souls at this castle, whether you want to believe it or not. Some of the stories to do with Chillingham have been sensationalised, yes, because Chillingham does run its own ghost hunts, which I've been on, paranormal investigations. You'll have seen people on YouTube who've rented the castle out, and it costs a fortune to do that, so I can't afford that. But they've done paranormal investigations here. So yes, some of it is sensationalised. I'm not really into all of that, but I can't deny that this place made me believe, because I came here when I was 18. I didn't know what the heck it was. I was very sceptical at the time. With friends, we stopped a couple of nights and we had some freaky things happen, let's say. I've got stories about it on the channel, but I'm back here because I felt it was right for personal reasons, and I thought, right, let's talk about lost souls while we're here. So, as a Hecate, one of Hecate's roles is that of a psychopomp. A psychopomp is somebody that guides the dead to where they need to be, like a grim reaper sort of figure. They can be gods and goddesses, they can be spirits, they can be people. Mediums do that, help people cross over. Now, a lost soul is somebody who, for whatever reason, and there's a robin right there when I'm talking about this. Let's see if I can zoom in, sorry. You might be able to see it's as far as I can zoom, guys. But near that wall there's a robin. I see robins as signs. That's a little robin, that. Signs of spirits. Normally in the folklore where I come from, it's like when you see a robin, a loved one is near. So it's like a good spirit. And to be honest, the feeling I get where I'm standing, oh, that was close. Where I'm standing right now is a good feeling. Just as an aside, when I was 18, this is a church next to Chillingham. And although I'm not Christian, the spirits here I do feel a good vibe from. And they helped me the first time I was here. But that's a story that I've already got on the channel for another time. Okay, so back to the lost soul situation. A lost soul is a soul that cannot move on for whatever reason. They are lost. A Christian would say in purgatory or limbo or whatever. And it kind of is. When we die, and I've spoke about this on the channel because somebody asked me once about what do I think about the afterlife. But when we die, we cross over to the spiritual realm. And that can look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people, depending on your spiritual beliefs, your religion, etc. It can manifest in different ways, but we cross over to, generally speaking, a better place. There may be some review time in there, lessons that we have to learn, but that's what we generally speaking do. A lost soul is somebody that can't cross over. They can be people who have, for whatever reason, it might be a good reason, that have unfinished business, essentially. So people who, I don't know, might be waiting for their family and just can't find peace. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but they're lingering in the earthly realm. They can't cross over to the other side. Bells. There are spirits as well, more commonly, that have had something happen to them that is not so nice, like in the place where I am now. So spirits that may have died in warfare, may have been unalived by somebody, had a tragedy happen, an accident, sudden death, things that they just can't accept have happened to them. Well, causes a lost soul. Sometimes death can be so sudden to people that they don't even realise they've passed on. They're just going about their life as normal. There are different types of hauntings for that very reason, and I may make a video on that while I'm here, I may not, I'm unsure yet. But I felt drawn to talk about lost souls. So that's what a lost soul is. And in places like Chillingham, but many others across the world, and even more mundane places, you do find places where a bad thing or a tragedy has happened. There tend to be lost souls still there. How can we help them? If you are a Hecatean witch, if you're a medium, a psychic or whatever, if you have that ability to speak with the dead, you can help them. You can help them by understanding what happened to them, communing with them, and giving them the option. That's the way I see it. Some spirits don't want to be crossed over. Some spirits, even though they should be crossed over, can't accept it, and that's their prerogative. We've got free will. Even in death we have free will. So as a Hecatean, part of my job per se, and I do this in my everyday life, is helping spirits, not just people who are living, but people who have died. I have helped spirits in my hometown. I've helped spirits where I live. I've helped spirits in my everyday life. When customers have came to me for a reading, and if they've had a spirit around them, I've helped them, not just the customer. Spirits, it's not just in places like Chillingham that you'll find them. They could be anywhere and everywhere. But in places like Chillingham, like I said, there may be a lot of lost souls. And yeah, that's what a lost soul is in the traditional sense. Now, let's not forget a lost soul can be a living person as well. If you don't know what you want, if you feel like you're meandering through life and lost purpose, whatever, that can be a lost soul. Which Hecate, this is what she does. She helps us as people find our true purpose, find what we are supposed to be doing. She helps lost souls, she guides us. So that is what a lost soul is. And I just thought it would be interesting to do it here. I'm going to be making more videos while I'm here at Chillingham. But that is what a lost soul is. Alright, so if you've got any questions, please let me know. If you have anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Put it in the comments. If you've got your own experience, share it. That's what it's all about here. And yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe and like and all that jazz. And until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.